Okay, so we are going to start not in age order today. We're going to do a little bit of moving around. So we are going to start with Holly class. Now, Mrs. Baker, we've talked a lot about this young gentleman, haven't we? So I am going to go over to you to tell us a little bit more about your first superstar of Statesby.
Hey, well, my first superstar, I am very proud to say, is Noah Wigglesworth. So would you like to come here, Noah? Yeah, there's Mum. Do you want to give Mum a wave? Hi, Mummy. Okay. And I am so proud to be giving you this certificate, Noah, because you have just absolutely amazed me this term. You have become so focused, Noah. You concentrate so hard in class, don't you? Yeah. It's like a total transformation from when you first came to me, isn't it? You know, it just is so independent now, Mum. His presentation in his books is beautiful, and he has worked extremely hard to join his handwriting to make it lovely and small and neat. Spellings are coming along a treat as well, so we can read what he's writing. Got some lovely sentences, and I've been incredibly proud of the story that you were writing this week, haven't I? He's a beautiful artist and does me some amazing pictures. But not only that, he's astounded me with his maths as well. He is such an enthusiastic mathematician, and his hand is up all the time. He knows the answers. He can work out those problems, can't you? I am just blown over by how far Noah has come. So well done, Noah. I've actually written on this certificate, Noah Wigglesworth, for growing in maturity and becoming a more focused learner. So congratulations. Well done. And let's give him a massive round of applause. Well done. Do you want to show Mummy your certificate?
Well done, Noah. That's fantastic. I'm sure both Mum and Dad at home will be really, really proud of you there, as will Pixie, because we know she's watching as well, don't we? So well done to you. Thank you, Mrs. Baker.
You're
really
welcome.
Wonderful news. Well done. Okay, we're going to move to somebody different now. Okay, so we're actually going to go up to Super Squirrels. And Super Squirrels and Wise Owls are all together today, which is really lovely. So Mrs. Take-On, I'm going to come to you next.
Lovely, Miss Robson. Who would you like me to do first?
Well, I think following on from that, we need to have somebody else with the same surname, would you believe?
Here with the same surname as Noah. Yes, it's you. Stand up then, Pixie. Pixie was watching her big brother very, very proudly, weren't you? We loved seeing him on the screen there. So there's obviously something really special happening in the Wigglesworth household. Whatever it is they're having for breakfast, I think we all need to share it around, because yes, we've chosen Pixie, and we've had a big conversation because we have a lot of teachers up in early years and we all like to contribute. And when we were talking about the children this term that we really felt was standing out, the things that we noticed with Pixie were she's really increasing her level of independence in all her areas of learning. So the older Super Squirrels have a big responsibility at this point in the year. When there's new 3-year-olds coming to join us, we really rely on our older Super Squirrels to show them the way, to show them the rules and routines, to be super enthusiastic about everything they're doing, and to go into all the areas and to use them really properly. So we don't want to have to go round and say you need to wear an apron in the water or you need to share in the Play-Doh. We want our children to tell each other that, and we've noticed that Pixie does. don't you, Pixie? You help all of your friends. And the other reason that she's really standing out is her outdoor learning and forest schools. Now, anybody who's seen any pictures of the super squirrels, and I know you love to look at them, Miss Robson, and to put them on Twitter, on Facebook, Pixie is always in the thick of it. She's always covered in mud, covered in soaking wet through, in the middle of a puddle, climbing through a tyre, getting involved. And that's what we absolutely love, trying new things, being a brave learner and just loving life. So well done, Pixie. We're super proud of you. Well done.
Well done.
Well done. Shall we give you a big clap? Yay! There you go. Just for you. Well done. Pixie, do you want to give Mummy a wave? Look, you see Mummy watching you. Hi, Mummy. Is Daddy there too? Give him a wave. I can't see him. I hope he is. Hi, Daddy.
Yeah,
Maybe he's listening. Do you want to sit down then, sweetheart?
Yeah, wonderful news there. Well done, Pixie. And I think well done to Mum and Dad's washing machines as well, because that's certainly getting a good workout after forest schools every week, because I've seen Pixie covered in mud also, Mrs. Take On.
Looks fabulous, doesn't she? I love looking at the photos.
Absolutely. Right, thank you very much. We are going to move elsewhere in the school, and we are going to go to Elm class. Miss Saville, are you there?
Good morning, we are here. Hello everyone. So my first Superstar Award of this half term is going to somebody who didn't actually know about it, did you, until about 5 minutes ago, and that is Gracie Sutherland. Now, when we think about our vision and values here at Stakesby, we say that we believe our pupils should be kind and also committed to their learning. And Gracie is absolutely both of those. She's a really good friend. She offers lots of support in class to everybody around her. She's always listening very carefully and making sure that she does exactly what is expected of her and more. But the value that is most reflected through Gracie's work is excellence. And Gracie, you've seen the work that she produces, Miss Robson. It is always of an outstanding quality. Gracie strives to be the best that she can be, always, takes lots of time over her work and pays lots of attention to detail. And she really cares about what she produces. And, you know, quite often Gracie will say to me, I think I'm just going to make that a little bit better, or I think I'm just going to add this and add that. And then she offers those tips of support to other children, which is really lovely to see too. So I just want to recognise that and say a big thank you to Gracie, because her work is always a pleasure to look at. And I think every teacher across the school has seen Gracie's work this year, and she is an absolute pleasure to teach. So thank you for that, Gracie. Would you like to come and get your certificate? And we'll give her a round of applause.
Thanks for that, Miss Saville. I think the word we'd use to describe Gracie is conscientious, isn't it? She really does take so much care and so much pride in the things she does to make them stand out and to achieve that excellence that you talked about there. So well done to you, Gracie. Hopefully there'll be some of that work on my wall in the not too distant future.
Absolutely.
Thank you. We will revisit early years, because we will go to Wise Owls now and see who has won one of the certificates up there. Back to you, Mrs. Take On. Oh, perhaps a little bit of a hitch there. Can you hear me, Mrs. Take On?
I'm really sorry, that was my mistake. Hadn't unmuted my mic. Sorry about that. Yeah, so our next certificate is for Aaron. So would you like to come forward, Aaron? So I've seen lots of people watching very proudly at home for Aaron. Do you want to give them a wave, Aaron? Lovely to see you joining us. Thank you so much. And it's particularly wonderful that you're here because Aaron has got this certificate because of his 100% of lessons that he's done at home and at school completed to an excellent standard. I know Mummy was helping a lot at home. Grandma was helping a lot. I know Oliver Aaron's little brother was getting involved in lessons as well and doing his best to help out. Yeah, everything that was produced at home was to such a high standard. We asked for all the books to come in, didn't we, Miss Robson, so that we could have a look at what everybody was doing. And it was a joy to look through Aaron's work. I'd seen it online, but it was lovely to see it for real. And when I compare what Aaron is doing in class now with his books from home, there's no difference. You know, the standard is high all the way through. Absolutely wonderful. And he contributed as well and joined in. And I'm just so proud of him. He's just slotted straight back into school 3 weeks in, and he's working really, really hard. So well done to Aaron, and thank you for all that support at home. It's really appreciated.
Wonderful news. Shall we give him a round of applause? Wonderful news, Aaron. And you maybe won't know this, Aaron, but Mrs. Tacon was so proud of that work that you've done both at home and at school that she brought it to a staff meeting to show all the other teachers, didn't you, Mrs. Tacon? Just to show just how committed you've been to that, Aaron. So really, really huge well done to you. And thanks to everybody at home for supporting that as well.
Well done. Thank you.
Thank you. I think, Mrs. Tacon, it might be wise if we stay with you and do your next 2 awards while we're here.
Thank you.
So there's a young lady in Wise Owls as well, and when I'm reading what you've given her the certificate for, I just think what lovely, lovely words. So I'll leave you to explain a little bit more.
Oh, thank you, Miss Robson. I was quite proud of how I wrote this. I had to give it a little bit of thought and try and pick exactly the right words for what I wanted to say. So thank you for noticing that. Our next winner is Layla. So up you come, Layla.
No, Mom.
Sky, you listening? Good girl. So the reason I've chosen Layla is for several reasons. She worked very, very hard at home as well, with Mummy and with Daddy, and George even got a little bit involved as well, didn't he? Was shouting out in lessons as well. It's no mean feat to teach at home with little ones as well. So thank you so much for the support that Layla had. I've chosen her because she's got a wonderful imagination. So whenever we're talking about ideas, sharing ideas in class, she's always got something nice to add. We were thinking yesterday about things that we really love, because the book that we've been reading, Astro Girl, the little girl really loves space. And so we were thinking about what we really love. And Layla came up with the idea of Blossom, which was a lovely thing to love. And that got us talking about springtime and flowers and growing. So that was really wonderful. For her independence too. So Layla's come back to school and she's just getting on with her work. And not only that, she's helping other people around her with their work as well. If she finishes and she sees that somebody needs a little bit of help, she helps them. And that brings me on to my final reason, which is kindness in abundance. And I was thinking about Layla yesterday because I was just flicking through some social media on Twitter, and it said that yesterday was Kindness Ripple Day, which I think meant that kindness, when there's an act of kindness, it ripples out to other people. And it made me think of Layla because of all the kind things that she does in a day. Not big gestures, just little kind gestures, like letting somebody stand in the line if they haven't got a place, passing somebody their water bottle, passing them a pencil, pulling her chair in so that they can get past. All those little acts of kindness ripple out into the classroom, and they make other people happy, and they make other people do kind things too. So I just wanted to recognise that in Layla. It's a treat to have her in Wise Owls. We're really lucky. Well done, Layla.
Wonderful words. We'll give it Layla a round of applause. And it's so lovely to hear that we've got these kind children in our school, isn't it, Mrs. Tacon, setting the right example and showing our younger children and Layla's friends in her class exactly what we're wanting here at Stakesby. So well done, Layla. Fantastic work.
Well done.
Thank you. And then last but definitely not least up in early years, we have a young Mr. Law, don't we?
Do. He's wiggled and swiggled away. Where's Harvey gone? Oh, he's there. Come on then, Harvey. He's been so excited to come on to assembly. He's been looking for Max on here. He said, where's Maxie, didn't you, Harvey? So absolutely last, but he would never be least. Harvey would never ever be least. As soon as Harvey joined us in Super Squirrels, he's just been so full of enthusiasm. He asks about 50 questions a minute. He does, Harvey. He just never stops being interested in learning. But we've particularly noticed him this term for having an infectious love of learning that inspires others around him. So all of the staff, as I said, we like to have a little chat about who's standing out. And it's our space work this term that Harvey's been so interested in. He's loved the books that we've read, the rockets that we've made, the astronauts that we've painted. He's always so enthusiastic. And Mrs. Parker said a special mention for his maths work as well, because he's been working in her maths group, and she said he's always just listening and answering and helping other people. He's another one as well, just like Layla, with little ripples of kindness. So you'll always find Harvey helping somebody with their coat, especially the new little ones that come to join us. I think he's got a really gentle and caring nature. He loves to help everybody around him. So we're so proud to have Harvey. I can't wait until he's a wise owl, and then I get him all to myself. But we're so proud of him, what he's doing in Super Squirrels. Well done. Brilliant job. Should we give him a big round of applause?
Thank you, Mrs. Takon, and well done, Harvey. Do you know, my favourite thing about Harvey is that every morning when I'm standing out there on the gate, Mrs. Takon, Harvey will shout, "Good morning, Miss Robson," and it just is such a lovely start to my day. And you know what? He even sometimes used to call me Miss Femby, and that used to make me feel great, because I thought, oh, I've got a bit younger than I am. So I thought, brilliant news. But he definitely knows now I'm Miss Robson, don't you, Harvey? And you give me a wonderful greeting, and that just sets my day up to be a really lovely day.
He's very interested in all the teachers, actually. I think he wants to know everybody's name. I think Harvey's one of those children who can't wait till we're all together again to get down into school and into other classrooms and into the hall. You know, he'll love that.
Absolutely. I look forward to seeing you there, Harvey. Well done. Thank you, Wise Owls. Thank you, Super Squirrels.
Thank you,
ladies. Thank you. Right, we will go to Harvey's brother's class now. So we will take a trip to beach class and see who Miss Femby is presenting her first award to.
Hello everyone, and hello Harvey. Thank you for thinking I was the principal at Stokesby. I've not done bad, have I? I will. Is it anybody, Miss Robson? Do we just share?
Yes, I thought you could choose your first award, Miss Femby.
Well, I know that somebody knows it's them, so I won't let them sit and giggle any longer. I'll give them their certificate. So this superstar is Pippa Scott. And I wrote on her certificate for demonstrating a real commitment to her learning and making super progress in all areas of school life, which has just made me so proud, Miss Robson, because particularly in our spelling and reading sessions, Pippa is so focused. And I would actually describe her as a brave learner, just like what Mrs. Takon said, because she just gives everything a go, even if she thinks something's a bit tricky. She just gives 100%, Miss Robson, and it's really accelerated her progress. And because she's got so confident with her spelling, she can fly in her independent writing sessions now, Miss Robson. She can work so independently. She can get her lovely ideas down without worrying about your spelling, can't you, Pip? And I'm just super proud of her and this newfound confidence that she's got. So I just wanted to tell everybody how proud I am, Miss Robson, because she should be so proud of herself, and I think she is. Do you want to come up and smile at everybody, Pip? Because she just looks. Can you look at that? Look.
Yeah, very pleased.
Every day I say to Pip, well done, because I am so proud of you, and then I get that lovely smile back. And yeah, well done, Pip. Here's your certificate, and everyone can give her a round of applause.
Wonderful news, Miss Femby. Well done, Pippa. I love seeing you around school, Pippa, because you're always so happy and you've always got such a lot to tell us, and you're always keen to share things. So well done for a great half term. Thank you, Miss Fenby, for that. And I'm pleased she knew it was her and she was really excited. That's wonderful news, isn't it? We are going to take a trip to Oak Class next, so the top of the school. Mr. Nicholson, there's two children in your class who have won the award this half term. Would you like to tell us about the first one?
Yes, so the first person for the Superstar in Oak Class, it started really when we were in lockdown learning, and this person's online all the time. Every single session, didn't miss a session. Loads of things going on at home. He got himself online, on his phone, and always taking part in the discussions online, always bringing the character. Now, anyone who knows this person and has been in our class knows that he is very much one of the class characters in our class. He keeps us going with these funny little anecdotes and dancing and whatnot, and that certainly continued when we're online. And it was really nice just to bring that character online, and it brought some real good laughs to the online learning. We've come back into school, and then we've just transitioned straight back in to working in school really well. We've worked so hard really to make sure every single outcome is consistently the absolute best we can do. And that's not something that's easy to do, because day in, day out, you've got to show that commitment, which is something that we're looking for in all of our learners at Stakesby. But really, he embodies that commitment through his work, and he's really proud then when we have visitors to come in to show that work off and show that to people who are coming in. And everyone that comes in always comments, and his book's always taken by other members of staff. Miss Saville just borrowed his book yesterday to go and show her class how fantastic the work was. And they were quite shocked to find out that it was this person's book, but certainly in Oak Class, everybody knows the standard of work that he completes is always of an excellent quality. I have got some examples just to show the consistency really of coming back. So we came back and we just had a look, and as I just flick through the book, you can see that the effort that's went into every single piece. We've got great attention to detail. We've got responses there. We can see extended outcomes now, really getting into the details of what we're expecting year 6. We've got a sea shanty there, which was performed, and we've got a nice video of that, which under normal circumstances I would have been able to share, because it was really fantastic. Lots of character in that. But you can just see the quality going through. It really just embodies the excellence there. So the first Stakesby Superstar for Oak Class is Noel. Gonna come down Noel. And I've wrote on the certificate there for an absolute embodiment of Stakesby's ethos, showing unwavering commitment to learning throughout lockdown and our return to school, always striving for excellence in all aspects of school life. And then obviously what underpins all of that there is supporting his peers with kindness and empathy. He's always there to pick everyone's spirits up and to make sure everyone's feeling good. So there you are, Noel, very well deserved.
Thank you. Bye, Mum.
Thanks, Mr. Nicholson. Well done, Noel. I don't know if Noel's mum knows this, but he does refer to himself as Big Brain in the third person, Mum. But he is working incredibly hard. And my favourite thing about Noel is that he doesn't shy away from a challenge either. So when he's got something, you know, that's really challenging him, really perplexing him, he will stick at it and give it a really good go. And that's exactly what we talk about when we talk about commitment to learning. So well done, Noel. Fantastic example set there. I'm sure Edith's very proud of you as well down there in Holly class. Thanks, Mr. Nicholson. We will go to Hazel class now. Mrs. Reynolds, it's you today, isn't it? Are you there?
Good morning. Hope you can hear us okay.
We can. We can.
Sorry, I'm just
Mrs. Reynolds.
just a bit like Eurovision Song Contest, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I hear you've got what Miss Sloan would like to say. So am I going to just deliver the certificate at this end?
Yes, please. So we're going to start in your class, Mrs. Reynolds, with a young gentleman who I can see sitting at the front near you there. So Benjamin, would you like to come on up? Come and stand in front of our camera. We'll clap at the end. Now, okay, so Benjamin, you've got some lovely people at home here who are watching you receive this award. Now, I don't know, Mrs. Reynolds, if you can just move the laptop slightly so that we can see the whole of Benjamin's. Don't know if it'll move back anymore. There we go. Because he's such a tall young man now, isn't he? That we need to get him in on camera so everyone at home can see. So, Benjamin, you'll know that obviously Miss Sloan isn't here today, but she has sent me a message to read to you, if that's okay. So she said, "Dear Benjamin, I love having you in my class. You are such a happy child who's kind and caring towards your friends. You have exemplary manners, and that means your manners are perfect every single time. You always remember your manners. And you can always be relied upon to be setting a good example. It has been a pleasure to watch you blossom over the last few months, and you're gaining more independence and becoming more responsible for your own learning. Benjamin, your ability to recall the multiplication and division facts is amazing. And Mrs. Sloan says, I am so proud of you for last week when you received your tables master certificate. You've worked really hard to improve your presentation. Everybody here at school has seen that improvement in your written work. And Miss Sloan says, I am also really impressed with a recent piece of artwork you did surrounding on Tutankhamun, when you draw Tutankhamun. So this certificate is very much deserved, Benjamin, and I know that you will continue to try your best in everything you do. Well done, and thank you for being such a fabulous member of Hazel class."
There we go, Benjamin.
Oh, so now we give you a huge round of applause.
Can't wait to get away.
If you want to give the camera a wave, Benjamin, because we've got Mum and Dad at home, we've got Emily who will be watching in her classroom as well. Well done. I think that's fantastic words, Mrs. Reynolds, and I know you wholeheartedly agreed with that, didn't you, when we were discussing that?
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more.
Oh, thank you. And while we're in your class, Mrs. Reynolds, I think we will we'll give our second certificate out. So, I don't know if she knows it's her, but Amelia Sides, come on down.
I think judging by her face, Miss Robson, I don't think she does know it was her.
Oh, surprise!
Surprise, Amelia. Oh, marvellous.
Hey, well done. Now, Amelia, you've definitely got Mum and Dad at home who have logged on to see this. I don't know if they are at home or if they're at work today. I'd imagine they're very, very busy, but they were so proud and they said, please, can we log on? Can we make sure we can both see Amelia receive this award? So I am going to read out Mrs. Sloan's letter to you, Amelia. It says, Amelia, you are such a wonderful member of Hazel class. You're like a ray of sunshine. You have massively grown in confidence and you're now believing in your own ability to achieve results. You've produced some fantastic work, which is always presented to a high standard. You are really liked, you are really popular in Hazel class, and that's because you're so kind and thoughtful towards your peers and your friends. You're always on hand to support them and to offer a helping hand when it's needed. And I've noticed, Amelia, you're fantastic with our younger children as well. Really, really great. Following in Mum's footsteps, I think. Mrs. Sloan also says, I've been really impressed with how your maths work has developed. You've tackled some challenging multiplication and division problems, always persevering in giving it your very best shot. You have a great attitude and can always be relied upon to produce work of a high standard. Amelia, I'm sure you will continue with your fantastic attitude, and I look forward to watching you go from strength to strength. Well done from Mrs. Sloan. So I think that deserves a huge round of applause, Amelia. Thank you. Thank you, Amelia. Absolutely fantastic. And I'd agree with all of that, Mrs. Reynolds. We've seen Amelia really, really blossom this year, haven't we? Into such a sensible, caring member of the school.
Yeah, she's wonderful in our class, aren't you? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We will go back to Elm class now, Miss Saville, for your second certificate.
Hello again. Yes, so there's been lots of speculation in Elm class this morning about who was getting these certificates, and I think that my second award is a surprise as well. And this certificate is actually going to the newest member of Elm class. She's laughing. Yes, Evelyn. Now, it's a funny story, actually. I said, oh, well, the parents will be logging on today as well, so they'll be using your Teams account. And she said, hang on, my dad was asking for our Teams details the other day. So I think she maybe clocked on quite early there. But yeah, this award is very, very well deserved. Evelyn joined whilst some children were still working from home, but she came into the bubble with us. And from the very first day here at Stakesby, she has absolutely worked her socks off. She's proven to be an exceptional mathematician. I think it was just week 1, was it, Evelyn, when you she made tables master. She did very, very well there. And she's also a very talented writer. And our whole class reading sessions opportunities for Evelyn to contribute very thoughtful opinions and things like that too. So we just want to say thank you for joining us, Evelyn. She's made such good friendships both inside and outside of school, and she's a real asset to our class. And I think the only thing I would say is that I wish she'd joined us sooner. I'm really looking forward to teaching her for the rest of the year, and I think whoever teaches her next is a very lucky teacher. So huge well done to you, Evelyn. Would you like to come and get your certificate? And we'll give her a clap.
Well done, Evelyn. Thanks, Miss Saville. I love how quickly Evelyn just adapted to life at Stakesby. She's got herself stuck in with everything and everyone. Certainly not shy, always willing to give things a go and be involved, isn't she? And I just think we couldn't have asked for more from somebody who's just joined us.
No, she's amazing, and she's a very good friend to all of us, isn't she? She's, we absolutely love having you in our class, so it's brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Mrs. Baker, can we pop to you to find out who the winner of your second certificate is today, please?
Yeah, right. I don't know if this person knew that she was getting the certificate, but she might have guessed by now. Isabel, come here. Did you know you were getting a certificate? Was it a big surprise? Well, Mummy's on there somewhere because I can see your face. So, but I am giving you the certificate, Isabel, for being a committed learner both at home and at school. Because I've told you, Miss Robson, haven't I? And I know I've spoken to Mum. I've been really, really impressed with how well Isabel engaged in her learning at home. She was on every video call. She did our guided reading sessions online, didn't you? And she's just continued with that enthusiasm and commitment to learning when she's come back to school as well. You've really grown in confidence, haven't you, Isabel, since you've come back? She's so chatty. She wants to tell me everything. And you're so independent with your work now, aren't you? You quite happily get on with everything that she does and that I ask her to do. What's really astounded me, though, is that her reading has really, really progressed. We must have gone up about, let me think, 4 levels since coming back to school, since leaving me at Christmas. And now we're up about 4 levels in her reading. You're absolutely hungry for books, aren't you? She devours them. She's constantly reading. Mum can't keep up with her. She's on Oxford Owl. She's taking extra books home from here. You're reading everything you've got at home, aren't you? And that reading, that enthusiasm is shown when we've checked how she's doing with her phonics. It's shown in her writing, so that she's doing lovely written work, aren't you? Her spelling has come on an absolute treat. So everything that she's been doing at home and in school is just accelerating at a tremendous speed. So I just don't know where we're going to go with you. You're going to be overtaking me shortly, aren't you, Isabel? But I'm incredibly proud, and I know Mum and Dad will be really proud as well, won't they? Yeah, as is everyone in the class. So, well done, Isabel. Can't be more proud of than you. There's your lovely certificate. You want to hold it up so Mum can see it? And let's give her a round of applause.
Wonderful news there. Well done, Isabel. And I know that writing wasn't always Isabel's very favourite topic, but I know Mrs. Baker that she's persevered, hasn't she? And she's worked really hard on it. And we're seeing that come through now. So well done for that commitment, Isabel. Thank you, Mrs. Baker. Miss Fenby, could we please have your second superstar of Stakes B?
You definitely can, Miss Robson. I think this person might have guessed that it's them just now, because they've spotted that their mum is on. There's a little picture of, oh, I can see Mum now. She's got her video on. So our second superstar in beach class is Tommy, and we'll catch him in just a moment. But Tommy was a really obvious choice for me this half term, because I've just absolutely loved teaching him. He's a wonderful friend to everybody. He tries so hard, and he's also just so proud of all that you do, aren't you, Tommy? Every day, Miss Robson, he says to me, can you send my mum a picture of that? Can you come and show my mum that? Because when he's produced a piece of work and he knows that he's put 100% into it, he just wants to show it off, don't you, Tommy? And that's exactly what we want. And when we talk about, Miss Robson, the children being proud to be part of Stakes B, I think Tommy's proud to be part of Stakes B, but I'm proud to be Tommy's teacher as well, because I think Tommy just shines. He's such a good friend. He's got a brilliant sense of humour, and he just works super hard, and he's a brilliant example for everybody in Stakes B school, not just in beach class. So Tommy's very, very deserving of this certificate. Do you want to come up, Tommy, and get your Stakes B Superstar Award, and we'll give him a round of applause, beach class. Tommy, and then can you see Mum up there? You give her a wave.
Yeah, that's it. Well done, Tommy. And I think it speaks volumes, doesn't it, Miss Fenby, that all his friends wanted to clap straight away there. They were so happy for him. So I think it shows just how popular he is, because he's such a kind and caring young man, isn't he? In there, he'll go far, will Tommy. Thanks, Miss Fenby, and well done. And Mr. Nicholson, obviously last but by no means least, would you please tell us who your second star of the week, superstar of Stakes B is?
Yes, I'm actually going to ask this person to come up before I start talking about it, because it's going to be very obvious when I start who it's going to be. So Bella, if you can come up to the front, please. And we'll save clapping, yeah. Now, we'll talk about, obviously, so Bella joined us quite recently. And it's quite daunting sometimes when you come into year 6 as a new person, because people have had the whole time they've been at school to form friendships, and it's really close-knit group in year 6. And I thought, oh, she's all right when she comes in. And first day, she come bouncing through the door. Hi everyone, my name's Bella. Straight in, sat down, chatting to everybody. And I thought we're going to have absolutely no problems here with the confidence coming from Bella. She's just come in, and you would walk into the class now and you would think she's been here since year 1. You wouldn't tell that she'd only just joined us a matter of weeks ago. She's embodied straight away Stakes B's values. Now the excellence just came through, even from the very first bit of work. I can remember taking it up to you, Miss Robson, and sharing this work with you, and I think we've gained somebody really special here. The quality of the writing is absolutely excellent. Little bit. We had a little bit of a chat on one of our bits of writing about some death quotes, and she spent half a lesson with Noel, Penny, and Annie, getting really quite deep about people dying and the voyage of Shackleton being not the end and that they would have liked. That was nice to see that come through and that creativity come through. And obviously we mentioned before, we talk about we have the big brain battles in year 6 now, who can come up with the absolute best ideas, the best bit of work. And Bella's certainly given Noel a run for his big brain title. I think he enjoys the competition secretly, and there's always lots of banter going on in that back table, which is great to see from back and forth from them. But like I said, it's come in, and then she's made some great friendships very quickly with her peers. She's formed very strong friendships already, and just the commitment to produce absolute excellence all the time. Now again, I've got some examples of Bella's work here. I can see Mum there, so she'll probably be interested to have a look. But you can see very similar to Noel, every single piece that's completed in here is just of the absolute best quality you could imagine. The vocabulary that comes through, the attention to detail that comes through is absolutely fantastic. This is one of the bits we've just finished recently, which she was particularly proud of there. And that's in everything as well. It's in the English work, the maths work. She's always diving into the problems and really thinking about. I've given them some quite difficult problems recently to really think of something you're going to have to work with. One particular problem took Bella and the rest of her table, about 3 sessions to get through. But every time we came back to it, was met with that same motivation. And she really wanted to crack that herself. They didn't want any clues. They really wanted to do that themselves. And I think that commitment to their own learning and making sure that they're the ones to find that success is going to serve them well for the rest of year 6 and serve them very well, obviously, with that transition up into secondary school and the confidence that she came into year 6 with. I'm sure she's going to carry that confidence through into year 7 as well and find every success there as well. So well done, Bella. Give her a round of applause now.
Well done, Bella. And I'd echo what Miss Saville said earlier as well. I think we're just disappointed we didn't have you earlier. But really pleased you've come and joined us now. Thanks for sharing that work as well, Mr. Nicholson, because it's really nice for the other children in the school just to see exactly what goes on in year 6 and the standard that the children reach and what we expect of them. So really appreciate you doing that. Thanks, Noel and Bella, for having your books on display as well. So that brings us to the end of our Superstars Assembly for this half term. Thank you so much to the parents and the families that have joined us as well to see your child receive their reward. Like I say, it has been recorded, so it will go, it will be sent out. So if you'd like to watch anything again or share it with any more members of your families, obviously you'll be able to do that. I'd just like to wish everybody a wonderful Easter. Stay safe and enjoy. Hopefully there'll be some more sun than there is today, and rule of 6 means you can have a few friends over, doesn't it? So I think you're all looking forward to that. So well done, everybody. Happy half term, and I'll see you again on Tuesday the 13th of April. Bye.
Bye, Miss Robson.
Bye.